Welcome, students. My name is Ben Rhymes from Balloon Training Institute, and behind the camera today is Billy Muncie from Balloon Training Institute. Today we're both going to be doing this video together. I'll do it in segments. I'll do my segment first and Billy will come in and we'll just switch back and forth. We wasn't going to do any more videos, but, you know, new products have come out. We've had to adapt with the pandemic. We've always had to adapt our businesses and do things that we normally wouldn't do. Change our marketing, everything had to be changed, had to be completely reinvented. And we've done that in our business, of course, and I've done it all the years I've been in business. So, I'm going to talk about some really cool, fun things that will help you in your business a lot. And I've been buying a lot on Amazon because I can save money that way. And then I've been doing some big orders for every year. We do big 50-foot balloon drops. So a lot of companies are out of balloons, but I find that E&R Sales has been a really good source for me. And the catalog is here. It's called E&R, like Ernie and Robert, I guess, E&R Sales. And I'll put that up at the end of on the credits. I'll put their phone number in there. But they've been very helpful. And when I order balloons, they've had them in stock. It's just been amazing. They've been a lifesaver. And they're so nice there that they're a complete metallic dealer. And I'm switched to metallic now because the other big brand is just, the quality is so horrific that I just said, I can't take this abuse anymore and spend good money. And then, you know, when I got these balloons, you know, balloons don't excite me anymore, right? I've been doing this for 20 years. When I open these boxes, I'm going, wow, I mean, they look so fresh. They just look so clean and fresh. It gives me that little woman fuzzy feeling, kind of, sort of, you know? But, and I ordered a bunch of, I had a big order from E&R come in. Oh man, it was sweet. I had some pearl whites and some gold come in because the customer wanted to arch that color. Man, it was gorgeous. So thank you to the people at E&R Sales. I appreciate you being there for us, and we're sending businesses as much as we can to you from our students. Okay, so we're going to stop this section here for a minute. Okay, and Billy's going to be helping me in this segment. Yeah, I remember we just had a couple classes here in the last few months, and students have the hardest time with these 260s. And so I was just browsing on Amazon and I find something really cool that you guys can make 260s. We're going to show you how. This is one feature of this video we're doing. So we're going to do a couple different features. I got some really cool stuff I'm going to show you. So I'm going to need Billy's assist. So you remember in class we had this, the foot pedal, and it's going to be number 96619, I think. 96619. You can buy these for about $13, so you want to buy one of those. And then this is really cool. I haven't even played with it that much because I wanted to take it out of the box and show you. So, this is a 260 pump. Okay, so we're going to plug this in here. And we're going to plug it into the floor pump.
What do you want? Okay.
Goes in.
You using the pump?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to be different. There we go.
Okay, so this is cool. I'll turn the switch on. And it doesn't give out a lot of air like premium twin amp. They come out with one, and then the ones that these all do are like $200. This is $20. So it's a little bit slower, but it's really cool. And especially you students learning on how to do this. Okay, and then Billy will show you how to do it on a let me put this foot pedal on the floor.
It ain't gonna reach the floor because that's a short cord.
It won't reach the floor.
Say.
But it's okay, hey, it works. You can adapt it to make it go on your floor.
Some people have a little bit easier ability to do your 260s on a piece of PVC. The fun thing is you have to, of course, use a 260, and you would really want to cut these ends off, but of course I've got to get a pair of scissors, but we're just going to leave it like that. Been pre-inflated, because that's the first key thing to do. You're going to pull up the piece of 260 that you tied to, and you're just going to wrap.
Just like he does his fingers in class.
Just like you do the wrap, but just it goes around a little bit more than normal than on my fingers, as you can see. And then you're going to have help if you use a foot pedal. And I'm just going to hold it on, and Ben's actually going to hit the foot pedal for me. And as you can see, it kind of goes a little slow. All right, you can stop. Oop, I took the nozzle off. So you go all the way to where it's fully inflated, and it may have been, it really tightens itself up sometimes. So we're going to redo this. Oh,
by the way, guys, when you get your little pump, this thing here, I would, because you have two different nozzles it comes with. So you're going to have that one, and you're going to have one for a regular 11-inch balloon. You're not going to use that one. I wouldn't use that one. I bought this pump for this 260, and then they're going to give you a little tie thing. They always have to give us these little tie things. I never use them. I don't even know how they work. So, all right, so we're going to do this again.
Just to let you know also, another thing is, you have to be careful when this does inflate, because it automatically twists, and that's why it didn't get fully inflated all the way. I thought it did, but it didn't. But we just got to be kind of making sure that it goes all the way up when it inflates, that it's not twisting itself. Alright, keep going. There we go. Hold on. And you're going to take it out. It's got a little bit of air, but you want to hold the air in while we undo that. And it's got a little bit more at the end. You just kind of, I'm going to let a little bit of air out. Tie it.
Now, again, this will take some practice, but I'm telling you, Billy can do 100 of these an hour on the filter pump.
And as you notice, you can kind of just remold it, go back to the figure of it. But curly cues are always going to be different. They're never ever not going to be the same. So you can readjust this a little bit. And as you can see on this version of it, on a piece of PVC, it's going to be longer. It's not going to be short. Whereas when you notice when I do mine on the, I'll show you on the...
Do one by hand on that. No, okay, do it on this by hand.
I'll do it on by hand. And what you're going to do...
This pump is sweet. This pump was only $22. So...
All right.
We used to buy the Z60s, and they were almost $200. And you can buy them from Japan. You can buy them for $40, but this is $20 on Amazon. This is what we do. It's not battery operated though. You have to plug it in.
So technically, I just kind of
have the gun.
But I take my thumb and hold the main tip, and I just wrap around 2 fingers. But sometimes they may have to be more fingers depending on the size. And as you notice, I get 3. Almost 4, and 3 on the back. And when you put it on there, Ben's going to help. And it's just a little slower, and you just kind of keep it tucked in with each other, against each other as it inflates. And once it's done, you go all the way to the tip.
Beautiful, huh?
Make sure, and as you can see, I burp it a lot to get these little extra. And as you can see on mine, when I do the finger, they're tighter than there are on
do the
these.
finger one more time so they can see.
But it does take practice. That's the only thing. Just fully inflate. Because if you don't fully inflate, you're going to have a tip left over.
Now, guys, I got a good idea. For those of you who have children, this is a great way. Teach them how to make your 260s. Because when you take a bag of 260s and you're gonna pay $7 a bag, and you're gonna charge $100 to $150 for curly Q edition, that's good money. So make sure you've got to learn on how to do 260s.
And as you can see, even though with those, they're similar, but they are close, but you're always gonna have a little bit of a different look.
Okay. So we're gonna give you a few minutes to go look on Amazon for this pump here. About $20. I bought 2 of them. I recommend you buy 2 of them. And like I said, it's a good project for your kids. Hey, you know, little Lucy here, why don't you blow this up? Let me show you how to curl these. They can use a PVC, and then when the kids fight, they can hit each other with them.
Hey.
Like that.
Don't hurt.
You guys all know that I'm silly anyway, so that's just part of the deal. All right, we're gonna take a break for a minute because we're old, and we'll be back. Okay, as we get in class, and I tend to do this too, I tend to go over stuff, and I wanna make sure that I recap that you guys understand what we're doing. Okay, so the first thing I was talking about, the Amazon pump that I bought for $20. It's a 260 pump. And it's not battery, it's electric only. And then when you get that, you might want to glue this in with Gorilla Glue because it comes out, but it's okay. I glue it in or wedge it in or something. And then I hooked it up to the foot pedal as we hook up all of our inflators to the foot pedal. So inflator, foot pedal, makes a nice little system. Okay. So we can use this to inflate, we can use this to and then when you're going to burp a balloon, we just do it like that, and that way you've got a nice tie place. But I just pre-inflated, and then Billy, maybe you can find a pair of scissors to cut this off. And then you leave that little handle out there, and you got a nice place to put your end underneath. Put just the very end of your 260 underneath. Okay, he's going to cut those off for me. Okay. And then you have to keep it flat. What did I do?
Yeah, that's the part. The part is making sure you keep it flat.
I got these glasses on today. I feel like Mr. Magoo.
You just kind of hold it in, pull that up, make sure it's flat, and you go the right way that it is flat.
Guys, this is really easy. Once you do 3 or 4 of them, it'll be really easy. You can do curl cues, and you won't dread it as much.
And the same way. And you can't see, hold on. Oop, we might be there. And you just pop it off.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna take it down to there because you know you want to leave some of the air in, most of the air out.
So another thing, because this is pretty nice, these are good to put them in your vehicle. But I'll be careful again, you don't want to break this off. Find a nice little hard case or some kind of case. You can put that in a foot pedal in, make a nice little inflator kit for your 260 inflator. Okay, let's remove this stuff. I'm gonna need the foot pedal for the other inflator. We don't have a production team here, so so that's what you do when you want to get rid of those. Go, go, go. Okay.
Get the crap out of me.
Okay, now we're gonna do another inflator here. This I found interesting. Better bring that here. I'm gonna get rid of the glasses. They're too much. I found this interesting. This is the purple inflator that we use in class all the time. But look, they've got a
pink inflator.
The little pink inflator. And we need Billy's help to put this together. Again, we have our little balloon time gizmo. And then we have little balloon tying things, I don't know what they are. And then we have balloon glue. Okay, so, where'd the cord go? Is the cord separate on this?
It's in the side.
And it's, this is an interesting little inflator. Instead of using a holy box, you're supposed to be able to do this. Again, we're going to plug this inflator into this foot pedal. Go fast enough. I'll let you do it. Choose. They give us a little measuring tape. Okay, I'm gonna let Billy do this for a minute while I go to the lounge for a minute. Okay, we're gonna Billy and I are gonna show you. You know, we always have the little pink pump in class, and you can buy it for 20 bucks. Well, this one comes with a sizer, and this is about $30, and you can size. So let's show you how to put that together. Comes with a bunch of pieces, not very good instructions, of course.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start putting it together. We can
Figured that out. So what you're gonna do is, best thing to do is lay these square ones out in a row, and you're going to go ahead and you got to one of these is a third of the way.
These are little measuring sticks you put on these to go by. It may not work well. Let's see.
It's gonna be close. It's not gonna be 100%, but you're supposed to put these onto that. So each way it starts at 0 and goes to 4 on each side. So then your next one you're going to have to go with, then it goes to 5, 6, 7, it goes all the way up to 12 inches. And just trying to keep these to the point where you can actually put them on.
Ideally, I'd just take a magic marker and mark your favorite sizes on it. So that's
right.
that's what I would do. But we're showing you because it came with it, and we want to keep it by the manufacturer specifications, don't we, Billy?
Always. No. So, okay. So we're close to that. So your next thing is, it's got 2 of these connector points, and you're going to connect these 2 together. And then you do the same with this one.
I was surprised somebody hadn't come up with a sizer before on this. It wasn't hard to do.
Okay. So then you have these little clips, and depending on what size you want your balloons, so say you want them, so this is going to be 1 or 0, you put the 0 right there, you put that one in the 0, and say you want them 8 inches, you put this right in the middle of 8, and then this one goes right in the middle of 8. So that's how you do those. And this is how you attach to this. You actually,
There's 2 holes here.
there's 2 holes here. That's the center. So we're going to put them right here where we attach both of them together. And if it's not right, you might just have to adjust. You push it in. Then your sizers are the little poles. Oops.
Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Would you bust that one off?
No, I thought it looked like you can kind of clip those on, but apparently they don't clip. Supposedly they're supposed to, but they don't.
Okay, set that side on that.
Oh,
The directions weren't very clear, so if you have any problems, you need this, call Billy, he can get you through it. Now, remember I talked about E&R metallic balloons, they're the main distributor for metallic. And then one of my favorite suppliers, but we also buy other ones called Decomax. And we buy that from Bargain Balloons. Open that for me. Okay, so today we're gonna make a marquee for you. The marquee is, all right, so Billy's gonna try to size 2 of these. Do 1 at once and then 2 at once.
well, let's put this down on the floor. Because this has a long enough cord. That one don't stay on there, that's weird. Okay, you just overinflate. And you want to roughly size them in, and you just let the air go. And then once they start sliding through, and then you just course 1, 2, 3. And then we have our duplicate.
And he's gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go over here for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the mouthpiece on the side because it's hard for me to stand today.
All right.
So,
Okay. And make sure your balloons are out of the way and they don't get inflicted with the
now
sizer.
what I would do, guys, I would take Gorilla Glue and glue this on. If this is a machine you can leave in one place all the time, it's not gonna be as durable as, it's not a big money thing, so it's not gonna be super durable, but somebody starting out, this will save you a lot of money. Now, Bill, you don't have to put 5 packs between those, do you? And you can put them together with 260.
Yeah, if you make a 4-pack, you have to make the small 5-inch quad, or the 5-inch in the center to make the square pack.
All right.
So technically, how many of those do you want made? How many?
Probably 8.
So we're going to be 8 quads, and then again, once these, make sure I'm going to pull these towards me, or inflate these towards me.
I mean, that works pretty well, doesn't it?
It helps. I've seen where I have a little bit different size, but if your eye can see it, it's your eye. Your client's really not going 100% see it. So I'm not going to inflate them too large. So remember to make your duplicate. And then once you put your duplets together, it makes your quads. Just right now, I'll put those down to the side so I have more room. So, and once you get your eye set, you'll actually come close. Oh, I was like, oh, I do have them on the right end. And you can't do it real quick because you will bend your poles to where they're out of line. So you just want to keep going slow. Unfortunately, you just, whoops. I have balloons falling out. Or actually, you can do both of them probably at the same time. I'm just used to doing one at a time. So we're at 3. I just need 5 more. I'm just trying to keep an eye. It's a little different doing it that way.
Well, in class, the students get confused what a marquee is. All a marquee is like a bank of balloons with foils decorated on top of it. It's not a big deal. And you can charge $60 to $100 per marquee, so it's a high profit thing. Again, these inflators that I show you were inexpensive at Amazon, and I like to show you guys on how to save money. Now, would this be something, this little inflator, Billy, you're sitting on a thing on the back. Okay. Would this be an inflator I could use for 20 years? Probably not. Could you use it for 6 months to a year? Sure. A lot of students have these what we call pink inflators, and they stand up, they rarely burn out. But again, if you buy that 160, I mean the 260 pump, I bought the premium air, they call them different things. I got the premium twin air 2 as a main inflator. That does good on 160s, 260s, 5-inch, the whole thing. But again, that thing now, those are $1,100, $1,200 now. So if you can buy like a 260 inflator to do the job for $20, $22, I think it's money well spent.
Ooh.
Isn't Billy doing a good job?
6, 7. I've lost count. So I think this might be 8.
The nice thing about Deco Max balloons, they have them in 5 inches, 11 inches, I think they have larger ones as well. They also have the link balloons, and these 11 inch were about half the price of any other balloons. We don't buy the big cube balloons anymore because the quality has been so bad. We just don't do it. So our main balloon that we buy for our nice work is Vitale.
5, 6, 7. Almost. I got 7.
So then after, I'll tell you this too, go on the computer and go on Facebook, and Jan Imes always has a guest on there, you know, her Be Brilliant with Vitale. Those are cute little segments she does, and there's a lot of good information there. And she features the new balloons that Vitale comes out, so. Sign up for Be Gallery and watch the Be Brilliant series. They're pretty nice. Remember, as a new business owner, you won't be able to buy every balloon, every brand of balloon, every design of balloon. That would be just silly. Most of these jobs will give you a week or 2 weeks or something gap, and then you can order them.
Uh-oh.
What? A leaker?
Yeah.
That's very rare in Decomix. I've not had many leaks. Oh,
Who's that one?
Well, that would be a leaker slash pauper. It's a prize of dogs and Doberman. Alright, so this is the base of the Mark 8. And all it is a 4 square path. Oops, you lost it. It's a 4 square path. And this is so easy. A lot of balloon decorators use the same thing to make a traffic light. It's the same design as a traffic light.
Okay, we're done with this.
Okay.
Now I need my 5-inch.
Should be down the end.
Alright. Oh, see wizard. Okay. Already went ahead and inflated the 5-inch. These are sized at 4 inches. So technically, you know, this color still goes good together. So you can always, you know, choose colors, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. So I'm going to use monofilament line. You can use 260s. It takes more to 260s to get through, because the fact is 260s are like a rubber band, and sometimes it pulls it a little bit too tight depending on how you're using them. So I like to use monofilament line because it kind of gives you a little bit more to work with and not have to pull it as tight. So you just tie it into the first quad of your 11-inch, and then you're going to lay that one flat, and then you're going to bring your 5-inch next, and you're just going to pull it straight up through the 5-inch, wrap it around a couple times or make it a pattern 8 and kind of give it a pull. But once you do it fairly tight enough, you don't have to do it too tight, but you want to make sure that it is stable. And then we'll go ahead and you just continue on. Oop, and I just lost a quad of 5-inch on the floor. You bring this up, pull it down through, lift that 5-inch up, kind of come up towards the center, and the same thing with it. And sometimes you can just kind of give it a pull. And what you wanted to do, and eventually the next one might go on, you want to get it tight enough to where they fit, but I may have sized them a little too thick for this. But technically that's what a square pack is. And sometimes if you go with the next one on, if you just make sure you're getting it tight enough, do the same thing. And sometimes if you wrap it, you just gotta make sure that, yep, that brought it down. Once we get this tight enough, that's what you need to do. Just make sure your square pack is touching, all your 11-inch are touching each other. And actually that's what they're doing. And then we already got our 5-inch. And I gotta go with my next 11-inch. I might have pulled that too tight, so just make sure they're lifted up a little bit. And you just keep continuing.
This is called the 4 square pack arch. And a lot of balloon decorators use it for stoplights. It's really a cute idea. And you can make these, and you can make them into walls if you wanted to. A lot of different things you can do with a 4 square pack. And this is called the marquee. This is going to be like, we're not making it for anybody today, but it's just if you need to make a birthday or an anniversary, little present, whatever. This is pretty popular. Let's call these trendy. These are really trendy right now. And it's the same as organic. There's no two that's going to be the same. This was a makeshift studio today.
I got a little bit of room to work in.
We have all this photo equipment, and we end up using our iPhone again because it's the best that it will do. You can't can't see down behind there, but he's just putting them on the monofilament line.
Just the same way as I did the ones on the table. Just I need a little bit more room to work with.
There's so many simple designs that you can do to make money. You know, on any, you can get out of my class. You should be starting to make money a week or two after you're out of my class. Just, you know, show what you want to sell. This is a real popular piece. Make it. Take pictures. Go to Walgreens. Have more pictures made. Get them out in the community. Hey, I can make this for a birthday. You got a last minute birthday, I can do it. Anniversary, you know, you do all kinds of things. That's your last one?
No, actually I got another quad.
I think that'll be your last one.
Thinking that myself.
Students, let me know if you want other videos to come. We're not, since COVID, we gave up our film studio classroom, so we're doing a make-do right now. That if you guys want more videos, we can find another place to shoot these videos. And let us know what you want. I got realized, I decided over the 260 pump and the new pink pump with the sizer rods on it. I thought that was pretty cool.
So technically that's what it looks like. Hey, the link's on my table.
Alright, let me show you. He just had some letters in there.
Okay.
We buy so much on eBay, so it's almost up and show what they are.
And these are a brand, it's actually, and if you look on the back, it's actually letters A through Z. So it's 26 letters and they're 16 inches, I believe.
Yeah, and I think I paid around under $15 for that. And you can buy the letters separately too, the numbers. See,
And
I bought 3 of these, so you want to have 3 or 5 sets of numbers on stock because these things you can use. And by buying them on Amazon, and the quality is pretty decent. Really hold that up again. Show them the quality. Welland, they're one of the big makers, and you get them in gold and silver. I do recommend that you stock those in your inventory because. So take $100 and buy some gold and silver numbers and letters, and you'll be good.
And recently, just we had 2 balloon drops coming up. We did, and actually these are 9-inch stars, and they actually have they got a valve, so you know you don't have to worry about sealing them with a heat sealer. And then of course we bought also 18-inch, which as you can see they kind of folded up.
Alright, so he's gonna finish this up and I'm gonna direct him what I wanna do. So Billy, take an 18-inch star and put it on these last 2 clusters here.
Fine.
Yep.
Now let me grab my 260s over here first. I put those off to the side. I didn't think I needed them. Because I always use 90% of the time use 260s.
And we're not making this for anybody. I just thought, I said Billy, put the name Eric on there, but I don't want to use my letters.
Right, because what we can do is just kind of show you a little bit of the basics of what to do, and you can elaborate on that. You know, use your
design's going to be different.
Right.
We're guys and we don't go. He does have some 260s under the table. He'll put some 260s in them. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's got a nice envelope, but try to get these back in that envelope without sticking them to that little rose stick.
Okay, these are the stars that I bought from Amazon.
Oops.
I'm telling you, most of the foils, a lot of the stuff now, because the suppliers say, I want this, or we don't have it, whatever stuff, they're not making it no more. I'm so tired of hearing that. I like Amazon, I like Bargain Balloons, and my favorite supplier right now is E&R because they're complete metallic distributor. And they have most of the stuff they're gonna have in stock. Now my go-to Rainbow, I'm not mad at Rainbow, I still love my Rainbow. But I do my bigger orders there. If I've got something coming up, I do a bigger order there. So I kind of spread it around. So E&R, Rainbow, then plus Amazon. You can't beat the prices at Amazon on these foils. The suppliers can't even come close to it. And then with the Deco Max from the Deco Max I buy from Bargain Balloon, they're like half the price of the regular bag, and the quality has so far has been really good.
And technically, you know, always use a hand pump. You just go up underneath the valve for the, okay, if you get it right, here we go. Make sure you got, there we go.
This is why you should watch metallics.
And I just use the Qualitex hand pump. So if you got an inflator this way, these are really nice to use too because it's air is free.
Watch metallic. Be brilliant with metallic. You'll get so many ideas for these marquees. All you do is just make a basic design and add enhancements to it. That's all you do.
Okay, I'll take my 260 and on my nozzle I just in half and I just roll it. Just start rolling it all the way down as far as you can, and I just try to do this as quick as I can so I don't get too much of the nozzle there. And so now I just place it where I want, and I'm going to wrap it around two 11-inch balloons, and you can kind of see where I did probably do this a little too tight. That's why my 5-inch are probably touching each other. So you just kind of have to work with pulling them apart again. Oh, I dropped some. And then there's our star there. Then you can put Eric, your name on the front, or you can go happy birthday somehow if you make it bigger, or HB, which is
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Go ahead and put your 260s on now. So
And then what do? They're all underneath the table. Is actually all you gotta do is take your 260. Oops, there goes my. And we'll put one there. Let me get back under here and find our hidden supply. And you can pull these further apart if you wanted. Say I wanted to maybe put one on the end. I don't know if you can. Hopefully you can see the end.
yeah.
Oops. I used the wrong end. But anyway. Oh.
I guess you did.
I guess I did, and it was not happy. So technically you can use it on the end.
You should tie those in there, people.
Yeah. Because I know these have the nozzles right here. And you can just take it and wrap it around. And see, now he's going to come up to the top. Do I have any more?
I don't see any on this.
I think that's it. So technically I'm done.
Okay, so again, guys, this is just a technique. This is not a finish.
Oh.
So, oh my God, look how beautiful it is.
Oh, and now if you use a smaller, like the 9-inch Silver Stars, you can actually use, we love U-Glue Dash, or the industrial U-Glue roll that we buy off of Amazon, and sometimes I've come up and say, where's my U-Glue? And I've actually had gaffer's tape in the box, and here it is. You can actually use gaffer's tape, it holds it on too. Gaffer tape is almost like duct tape, so it does help out if you're in a bind and you have that.
But tell them why you have gaffer's tape in your box.
But gaffer's tape is always in our box because the fact is, if you got any lighting that you're putting that have cords or electrical and you're rolling it out on carpet in a venue, this is the only one that you can use.
Because it doesn't leave residue.
Because when you pull it up, it does not leave residue on the carpet, but it is really, really sticky. And there we go.
So guys, so again, we showed you the new 260 inflator, the new pink inflator with the size and option on it. Because you learned about our foot switch, you learned on how to make a marquee, a basic marquee, and you know that you'll enhance it more, make it all foo-foo like you ladies do. So this was just a quick little video we wanted to get out, because as I find new things. Now I do have another really cool idea when you're doing balloon drops, and I'm not going to do that until I make another video. But if you're making balloon drops, just get a hold of me, excuse me, and I'll give you my secret. But again, I think this video I think this video helps because in the last couple classes, everybody had such a hard time with 260s. This is an easy way to do it.
So there are more techniques on how to do it. I'm so used to doing it with my fingers and using the filbert pump. Some have gotten to the point where they'll use their fingers, but they'll use the Qualtex hand pump. And some will you can use the premium twin air. It has the ability to do it too. It's a little bit slower, but it helps move it around. And some we're using the PVC, put it on a pole. You know, whatever is easier and comfortable for you to do it is the ability to make.
But remember, always when you're doing an arch, upsell that, because that's going to give you an extra perceived value. And once you do that, your customer sees it, they'll say, oh yeah, you did that arch for me. I want the one with the curly things on it. And then when you know they say that, you know you made an extra 100, 150 bucks. It's so easy. Do not leave money on the table. Always offer that extra service, so you need to learn to do it.
I'm just looking for money on the table.
So guys, this is our first video out of COVID. I hope you like it. It's not high production. Like I said, I'm an old man, so I'm going to kind of sideline as Billy does them from now on. So, but if you got anything else you want us to do on video, let us know. We don't mind doing one every 6 weeks, 2 months.
It's kind of like voice overage, I guess. What is that? Voice.
Yeah.
I can move my lips and I can have it over there. So, hey, there we go. And I hope you guys really, really like it and enjoy making balloon money.
Thank you.